So I'm on my way to the Allegheny National Forest in Pennsylvania. I'm meeting Sam up there because we're gonna go and do a bit of an ATV trip. And it's been raining so hard this morning, it's gonna be really muddy and dirty. The funny thing about this trip is though, Sam and I are coming from two different directions. He thinks I'm coming from Miami. I'm not. I'm coming from my house in Pennsylvania via Jeep. Not by an ordinary Jeep, a very unique Jeep, custom built for Zippo. It's beautiful. So I'm gonna be there in literally 3 hours, no more than that. It'll be a lot quicker getting there than it will be him from Florida. So it is a race, but you can guarantee that I'm gonna win this one.
So Julian and I are racing to get to Allegheny National Forest. Obviously, we both want to win. The good news is I'm already in Pittsburgh getting ready to jump on a Cessna Caravan from Southern Airways. The best thing about it is he thinks I'm driving and I'm not. I think I'm gonna have so much spare time on my hands, I'm gonna be able to go sightseeing.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Flight 334 to Bradford. Should be a fairly smooth flight today. And just remember, it's not the destination, it's how you get there.
Look at me, cruising at 10,000 feet. I'll be there in under an hour, and he's out there in a rent-a-car. Probably a 3-hour trip, depending on traffic. But honestly, I think I see him. So Julian thinks he pulled a fast one on me. Little does he know who he's messing with. I pulled off the stunt of all stunts. The best part's gonna be the look on Julian's face when he sees me and I beat him to the trails.
What are you doing here?
I got here fast.
How?
Southern Airlines got me here in a jiffy.
You telling me you flew here?
Of course I flew here, I wanna win. This area is awesome. I was at the Zippo Museum earlier, the Kinzu Skywalk, and had time for lunch. I am now an Allegheny National Forest fan.
You the city guy? A fan of a forest?
Well, anyway, I've got 2 ATVs for us.
What have you got then?
A Honda and a CF Moto. Get parked and let's get suited up.
All right.
So the goal today is to take Julian on some really cool trails. I want to take him to some cool spots, hopefully get a little bit of air time, play in the mud a little bit, get crazy in the turns, but I just want to see if he can really keep up with me. All right, so Julian, about this competition. It's the first person that gets off the trail wins.
So it's a circle, that's right, isn't it?
It's a circle. The way you go in is the same way you come out.
That sounds like a plan.
Loser has to set up the campsite, set up the tent, start the fire, and sleep there, while the winner can go to the log cabin.
That sounds perfect.
All right, since you lost, I'm gonna go ahead and put you on the old faithful over there, the Honda Rancher. I'm gonna take the CF Moto.
This thing looks ancient. Why can't I have that one?
That's exactly what you need, because you break everything. A Honda's not gonna break, it's reliable. So I was able to pull together 2 ATVs today from a local place down the street called Myers Motorsports. The Honda Rancher, which is a great machine because it's a reliable machine. It's just a workhorse, and that's perfect for Julian. And then I've got a CF Moto, which I've never ever been on. It's a nicely equipped vehicle. It's got nice rims and tires on it. So we're gonna see how these things hold up today.
Hey, Sam! This thing won't stop.
Come on, get off of it.
You're the mechanic, you can do this.
You got the key on, you got the ignition on. Wait a minute, there's an unlock. Are you serious? I think I've been had.
This place is fantastic. They've got everything here. Some really steep, nasty, gnarly hills, as well as some relatively easy ones. There's over 1,000 acres of land here. And when I actually saw the ATVs not being sport models, I was a little bit disappointed, to be honest. But I got more than I expected, especially, you know, borrowing Sam's for the day. It was quite perky.
So being from Florida, I'm not used to all these ups and downs and hills and these turns like this, so it was a learning experience. And Majestic Trails did a great job really manicuring these trails. You can go so fast through them, there's a lot of whoops, there's jumps, and then you get to the very top, there's a motocross track that was very unexpected. You never know what you're gonna come into when it comes to weather, especially being from Florida, because weather changes every single day. I gotta tell you, the weather today has been great, because the little bit of rain that we got made some mud trails out there that made it so much more exciting. And you know, for me, it was a great day. It was perfect. Even with him cheating and me being on a vehicle with less power, I was still right there with him. There were a couple times in those trails where I passed him in midair. It just so happens the last stretch here was a wide open stretch and he got me at the end. But if it wasn't for that track being so wide open right there, I would have got him.
That was brilliant. brilliant.
That was sick.
It was absolutely sick. If you had told me this morning we were going to get jumps like that, an MX track, the mud, the dirt, I would never have believed, especially on these things.
I didn't get a chance to tell you because you cheated and you took off on mine. How'd that wire fall off?
I had to fix his machine before I set off. It was such a brilliant thing to be able to do. He falls for mechanics every time because he's a mechanic.
If he's gonna already pull stunts like this, don't worry. I got tricks up my sleeve that I haven't pulled out yet because I'm trying to be nice.
I'm not going to call it cheating because he didn't tell me he was getting a commuter airline this morning, so I just changed the rules on the second part of the day. You do realize what we're going to do now? It's raining, it's wet, it's nasty, and you've got to build a campfire.
That ain't right. That ain't right.
Let's go.
But whatever, I'll take it.